Now lining up and making their way, reporting to the racetrack, will be the California 305 Regional Sprint Cars.
All right, so with the Race Saver Sprint Cars coming out, they're going to have 2 heat races, but the way they do it is they have 1 heat race, they start straight up. Then the second heat race, it's a full invert based on your starting spot, not your finishing spot. Then they take the average points of both races, and that's how they determine their starting lineup for the main event. Pretty fun there, so you know, you get 1 heat race, you might have to start in the back and not be able to make it through. Got to battle, get the best you can with it. But the next one you come up, you're like, okay, I'm starting on point. I've already got some points behind me. Now what do I need to do? I got to stay up front to start P1 for the main event. Or if you're starting in the middle both times, you got a, fun little average there to work with.
So last night I did have the honor and the privilege to call accompany Johnny Gibson with the World of Outlaws at the Bakersfield Speedway. I was on the 1 and 2s with the California Lightning Sprint Car Division, so it looks like a familiar size car out there, but just a little bit different power plant underneath the hood for the 305 Sprint Cars. Great looking piece for the 36 machine from Fresno, California, of Kevin Barnes Sr. King Racing Products, BMS on the support for the 36B machine. The 2 of Anthony Pombo from Kerman, California. That's that black and silver M&L Plumbing Company entry. The Sylvan Sons number 81A. That is Jeremy Alves from Hanford, California. Another Pombo in the 3 machine. This one, it's Anthony Pombo from Kerman, California. And 3 cars that are pushed off already, ready to rock and roll. The 23T of George Tricio Jr. from Tulare, California. And the Systems Farms Mid-Valley Supply, number 23T. And the 11. That is Tyler Henson. Tyler Henson from Fresno, California. The 11T machine, very quick in a single car qualifying effort. Lance Jackson, the 18 machine from Kingsburg, California. And those are the 7 cars here for heat race number 1. So heat race number 1, they line up Kevin Barnes, George Tricio, Davey Pombo, Tyler Henson, Lance Jackson, Jeremy Alves, Anthony Pombo. Then they'll invert for heat race number 2.
Once they get Alves motored up there, they're going to let these guys run a couple laps there under heavy power and heavy load. Then they'll line them up and we'll get fired off for heat race number 1 with the 305 Race Saver Sprint Cars. As everybody's ready to go. This is going to be a crazy one. This is going to be quick. You know, coming from the mini stocks and the hobby stocks and jumping into this, it's going to be very, very fast here for these 7 cars that are out here tonight.
Lap times will drop, but no drop in the amount of laps. So 8 laps still the distance for heat races 1 and 1B. For the 305 sprint cars here tonight, the California 305 Regional Sprint Car Division. A little swap in names in the center of 2025 season, but
yeah, it was a little maybe this, maybe that, maybe this. So back to that. Now it's this. So yeah, it'll take a little bit, but we'll get it. Race Saver Sprint cars are all lined up. Lights out on the track. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens because this track is definitely widened a little bit. We'll see how these guys go as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air.
Kevin Barnes Sr., George Tricio Jr. Tricio shot out of a cannon at the drop of the green flag, slips the grip, up the hill he goes. Here comes the 36 Kevin Barnes Sr., but it's going to be the 23T. George Tricio Jr. coming around to lead lap number 1. Kevin Barnes Sr., the number 2 spot, side by side for third at Davey Pombo and the 11T of Tyler Henson.
Leader coming out of turn number 4 is George Tristo Jr. as he's setting blistering pace right now. But here comes Kevin Barnes Sr. in second, trying to catch up to him and reel him in as we've got 5 laps remaining. in heat race number 1. As Tristo still your leader in the 23T. Then we've got the 36 of Barnes. And then the 11 going up into the soft stuff up there, trying to find something to power through. They're looking for something as Tristo slides up. The 11 also does the same of Tyler Henson. Those guys playing follow the leader, but unfortunately, if you're following the guy in front of you, you can't pass him. So they're right there with him. Here it goes, Henson, around he goes, gets into the slimy stuff. It's going to bring out caution number 1 for the Race Saver 305 sprint cars. Yeah, he was right there behind the second place car of Barnes. Barnes checked up a little bit. He checked up, tried to go to the inside where the slick stuff was, and unfortunately, there's no traction in the slick stuff, and around he went. Luckily, he lightly backed it up into the wall because that could have been very bad if he hit it under power.
So your average lap times right now for the 23T of George Tristio Jr. in the 12.862 range. So that is average lap time. So his average lap times are better than what they qualified for in single car qualifying. So the track definitely is coming around. George Tristio Jr., Kevin Barnes Sr., Tyler Henson was running third at the time of the incident. Davey Pombo will inherit the third place position. Then you pick up Jeremy Alves, Lance Jackson, and Anthony Pombo. So we get the 11T. Looks like they're going to push that machine back off. So might not be one and done here for heat race number 1. Still is getting the nod.
Yeah, with the Race Saver sprints, they don't do the one and done. They let these guys go because it's a points capture for what their overall points. So right now it's still the 7 cars going to be out there. Tristo's going to be your leader. Barnes in second. Then we've got the 2 of Davey Pombo, the 81 of Jeremy Alves. Then we've got the 18 of Lance Jackson, the 3 of Anthony Pombo, and then right in the back there, that was the 11T that slid up there, Tyler Henson. So 7 cars remaining in this heat race. 3 laps to go. This is going to be a 3-lap shootout for these guys with the lights out on the track. They're going to be following the point of Tristo. He can leave at any point exiting turn number 3 all the way to the start. He's going to drive it in. Hits the green flag. We're racing once again.
Nice start for the 23T machine, right back to the top side of turns 1 and 2. Rockets down the back straightaway here to 3 and 4. Tristo on the loud pedal, the mid-valley supply machine as he goes high into turns 1 and 2. Pombo hits the fence, able to wrangle it back down somehow, some way, and we stay green.
Pombo having issues as he overshot turn number 1 all the way up into the wall. But with 1 lap remaining, it's going to be a battle for third spot as Alves takes over third. But your winner is going to be the 23, George Tristo Jr.
George Tristo Jr. gets it done here for the first heat of the IMCA Race Saver Sprint Car Division. Kevin Barnes Sr. comes home second. Jeremy Alves in the number 3 spot. Davey Pombo, Lance Jackson, Anthony Pombo, and Tyler Henson.